The silent siege stretched into days, then weeks. The Syndicate maintained their stranglehold on the geomantic conduits leading to the vertical sanctuary, their combined will a constant suffocating pressure. Zephyrian's narratives of manufactured calm clashed with Kalen's blunt force severance of digital lifelines, creating a discordant resonance across the disk. The world, unbeknownst to itself, hummed with a deepening anxiety, a constant underlying static in the collective consciousness. Within the sanctuary, the key remained dampened, the internal rain of memory, gray waterfall outside a mere trickle. The bioluminescent moss on the walls glowed faintly as if struggling for life, yet Arden, the Prime Immortal, remained unperturbed. He spent his time in the obsidian days, his connection to the primordial key beneath the Antarctic Wall, his unbreakable anchor. He felt the Syndicate's sustained effort, the subtle wavering of their individual wills, the growing frustration beneath their united front. They were expending immense energy, maintaining a static that, to him, was merely a veil. The disk reports are deteriorating, Master Arden. Alara stated one cycle, her voice strained. Her sensitivity to ki, while exceptional for a human, was a burden under the current conditions. The constant digital disruption, the fear, the conflicting narratives from our sources, it's creating a profound societal fatigue. Public mental health indicators are plummeting. These are mass migrations and unexplained communal withdrawals from cities and almost primal urge to simply stop. Arden, his eyes still closed in deep meditation on the days, nodded slowly. The human mind, Ilara, requires stability, a perceived constant. When that constant is fractured, when reality itself becomes inconsistent, it retreats. Alyssan's gambit, combined with the Syndicate's heavy-handed responses, has created a fertile ground for ultimate revelation. Their attempts to suppress the truth are merely preparing the field for its ultimate bloom. He felt the key of despair radiating from specific points on the disk, where communities had seemingly abandoned all conventional thought, retreating into localized cults of nihilism, fervent, incoherent conspiracy. These were the unforeseen consequences of the Syndicate's long-term containment strategies, their inherent fragility now exposed. They had designed the cage too well, and now the prisoners were turning on themselves within its increasingly transparent walls. Then, through the oppressive static of the Syndicate siege, Arden sensed a subtle, almost imperceptible shift. A focused burst of raw, untamed ki from far beyond the Antarctic Wall, a signal understood only by those attuned to the planet's deepest frequencies. It was a precise, ancient rhythm, a confirmation. The Acolytes were not just ready, they were beginning to resonate with the planet's own impatience. Arden opened his eyes. They glowed with a faint internal light, reflecting the primordial energies he drew from. The outer nodes are pulsing, he told Alara, his voice a low, powerful hum. My loyalists beyond the wall are making their presence known. They feel the planet's call. The time for passive resistance is drawing to a close. He rose from the obsidian daze, his movements fluid and unburdened despite the ki-starved air of the sanctuary. His ancient robes seemed to ripple with unseen currents, as if the deep, hanging energy though suppressed externally, still swirled powerfully within him. The very air around him seemed to thicken, pressing in on Ilara. The Syndicate believes they have cornered the Prime Immortal. Arden continued, walking towards the glass walls of his private sanctuary. The diminished waterfall outside seemed to weep. They believe they are tightening a noose. They are, in fact, merely coiling a spring, and when it uncoils, the force will be transformative. He laid a hand on the cool glass, his gaze penetrating the mist and the distant unseen barriers. Prepare for the shift, Ilara. The static is about to give way to a signal too profound for humanity to ignore. great weaving, which I personally anchored, will now be subjected to its ultimate test. And this time, it will not merely bend, it will break. The deep hum in the sanctuary began to change, no longer solely a resonance of suppression, but a nascent vibration of immense gathering power. The Prime Immortal was no longer merely defending. He was preparing to unleash a counterstrike that would not just shatter the Syndicate's siege, but fundamentally alter the perception of reality for every human on the disk. The pieces were in place, the unweaving